wanted to hop on here and talk papers with you guys. So, these, well, papers, masterboards, different things. And I wanted your guys' opinions to some things, just so that I have a better idea of what you might want, and also just to get ideas from you guys, from my my artsy community out there, of what you think. I value your opinions. So, anyways, I wanted to talk about these first. These are masterboards that I made quite a while ago. And I was thinking about posting them on my Etsy shop for fairly cheap. Not so that they're easy to purchase and print if you would like to. Here's my problem with them. I really like them a lot, and I have a hard time cutting them up. But I was thinking maybe I can make these into journal covers instead of cutting them into tags. So I'm just going to go over them with you. This one, I have some vintage ladies on here and stuff, and then this is actually pieces of art that I did, and then I cut up and put on the masterboard, and then I have different types of papers that I used and things like that. Jelly print. So that's number one. Then this one is completely all vintage. I printed out an old book cover, like from the 1900s, like the early 1900s. And that's where I got this blue trim here. And then I used, I believe, some tissue paper of the flag. That's what this is. And I printed out some very vintage butterflies that I found online, that they were from an old, I think I found them in the archives, the old archives, book archives that you can find online. So I just printed them out and then fussy cutted them, and then I used gesso. I used gesso to put all this stuff down, but this, I just loved the way it turned out, and I have a hard time cutting it up. I might one day, just so I can put it in my journals and things. I'm not sure. But that's that one. And this one, I did kind of more of an oriental theme for it. So again, a vintage peacock and some birds and flowers. And then I did some music notes, but I believe they're in, I think this is Japanese writing, but I'm not positive because I don't know a lot about, the difference between Japanese and Chinese writing. I guess I could look that up, but I believe this is from the same book. It was a music book that was in another language, and that's what these are, pieces of that book. So I really liked the way that turned out. And then this one, again, some vintage images, some mushrooms. This one I wanted to be more St. Patrick's feel to it, St. Patrick's Day feel. So there's a lot of different elements. There's some jelly prints. There's some art that I did online. Throughout this, there's also just some vintage mushrooms and girls and things like that. So there's that one. And then this one is, I don't know if you guys have done it before, but it's paint pouring. So when I do paint pouring, a lot of paint goes on underneath and off of the canvas. And so what I did with this, I believe, if I remember right, it's been a while, is I took some cardstock. It wasn't cardstock, it was watercolor paper, I believe. But anyways, I took that and I dipped it into the leftover paint. And as you can see, there's more leftover paint on the back. It was quite a messy process, but I loved the way it turned out. So there's that. I think this looks like a poppy here, and this looks like a sky, and I just get a feeling of like a field of poppies from this. But anyways, so there's that. And then this is from magazines. It's a collage I did from magazines. Just, that's all that I used. So obviously I wouldn't be able to sell this one on my Etsy because of copyright issues. But I still have that. And then another Oriental fill one. And this one I used old images and more of the Oriental book pages. And then my own scribbles. So, oh, and some jelly plate prints that I had. I just used those as well. So that's what I got out of that. So, here is what I came up with. I should have put this underneath. Here's what I came up with in two... Hold on, I need to get one of these papers out of here that shouldn't be in here. This is what I came up with in solution. Is I printed them all out. Some on regular paper, some on cardstock. But that way I can cut these up without feeling bad. And then when I'm ready to use these other ones, then I will. But for now, I have these. These are printed on cardstock. Now with the bird Oriental one, this is not the right size paper, obviously, so my printer put those borders around it and shrunk it down. See the original compared to the print. And that was so that the whole image still got printed out. So, much smaller than the original version. The magazine one. The St. Patrick's Day one. This, I feel like it has a, an American 4th of July vibe to it. And we just had the 4th of July, so I should have made something, but I didn't. But I love that one. I think this one's my favorite out of all of them. So I printed a couple of those ones on cardstock. And then this is the jelly print, not jelly print, the paint pour print that I did. And then these are on regular copy paper. So I started out on regular copy paper just to see how the prints would look. And that's what I got. So I've got all those to play with. Now I wanted to talk about these. These are just striped papers, plain striped papers. I don't know about you, but I'm always looking for stripes that I like to put in my collages and in my art and just as a background. I just have this thing for stripes and circles and different things like that, where sometimes you just want a simple pattern, like a stripe pattern. And so I went ahead and made up my own stripes, and I literally made these in Procreate, I believe it is, on my iPad. It's my own dimensions, it's my own colors, all of it that I've created. And I was thinking about putting a pack in my, again, that you guys could download in my Etsy shop of just striped papers. So I was wondering if that's something you guys would be interested in or not. But here's the different colors that I have, and some of them are very similar but different still, and I did that on purpose. So we have kind of coordinating colors, but again, they're a little bit different, each one. Those are some of the pinks. Here's another pink. I put that to the back because water dripped on it and made a little smudge on it, but it doesn't print out that way. That happened later. But here you go. Here's white and pink, and then that stripe's a little bit off-white or pink, and then that's like a little bit peach, and then stark white and peach. So you got those ones, and then we've got some yellow. So it's light yellow and dark yellow, and then yellow and white, and then some blue, and purple, and this has a light tint, like a violet tint. So this might be considered more violet than purple. And then we've got this one that has kind of a bluish hue on the stripes, like a very light blue. And then purple stripes. And then we have the purple or violet stripes with white. And then this is also a shade of purple, but at very different shades, if you can see that difference there. And then this one's almost like a pinkish purple color and white. And more blue. So let's get the other blue out so we can compare them. So this one has kind of a light blue on the white, like a light blue shade, and this one is blue and white. So that's the difference of those. And this one kind of has a more purplish blue color. I would say this is more like nautical type light blue, and this one's more baby blue, if you had to give them a name. And very baby blue, or sky blue. And another shade of blue. See the difference? And then we have the mint green and a greenish blue color. So this is almost like an aqua green and white. And this one is not stark white. It's like a light mint with the darker mint. So, and then this one, some more pinks we've got here. So let's get our pinks back out so you guys can see the difference between the pinks. And again, I haven't posted any of these on my Etsy shop yet. I just kind of wanted to get your guys' opinions if this is something you would be interested in, or if it's not. Okay, so there's all the different shades of pinks. So this is more like almost like a purpley pink or a hot pink. I would call that more of a baby, like baby pink, and then maybe, I don't know, a little bit darker shade. But so I wanted you guys to have options with the different colors. So that's first set of stripes, and I wanted to do like fall colors, Christmas colors, different colors like that, maybe black and whites and grays. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, and I wanted to talk about this. So I don't have miniature doll houses, but I saw this, I believe, at Hobby Lobby. It might have been Michael's, but I think it was Hobby Lobby. And it just says shabby chic wallpaper assortment. The scale is 1 to 12, and it's 21 pieces of just basically paper that looks like little wallpaper. Now, it doesn't have a sticky background. These are literally just paper prints. And it was only $4.99. See that? So if you had a coupon, you could get it cheaper. Or if it's on sale, then $4.99, you could get it cheaper. And these pieces are very long. I want to show you how long they are. They are very long. I'm going to get my paperweight. Maybe that'll help a little bit. The only thing I don't like is, yes, they roll, and you're going to have to kind of get that roll out of them a little bit when you're using them. But look at how fun this pattern is, and it's small to scale. Great print, and it's a great price. So I thought that these papers would be fun to use in my journals. So just an idea for you guys. you'll be seeing me work with these later in my journals. And there's, I think, 4 prints of each of the same print. So that's the first one. Then there's this print. I'm going to move you over a little bit so you can see it better. This is a very neutral print, neutral colored print. So there's 4 of those. I'm trying to get to the next color. There we go. The next one is a stripe. Speaking of stripes, this is a very small stripe, but it's also a very neutral color. There's 4 of those. And this one is dots, very small pink, and they made it kind of look worn, like it's vintage, like it's been there a while, so there's a little bit of a worn look to it. For all you people that like vintage stuff a lot. And then there's this print, little birds and foliage. So it's like an off-white and black print. Very cute. And then there's this one that's stripes and it looks like a lacy pattern. Very neutral colors. And one more, I think. Yes. Then there's this little polka dots and roses. So, you know, this may not be everyone's cup of tea, but, well, not going to have a problem rolling it back up again. But I thought it was a pretty good deal, and these are cute, and I don't know, they would look really cute in a Victorian themed journal or just a vintage themed journal, for tags, for backgrounds, for all kinds of things. If you like to do miniature scenery, these would be really fun as well. So I just thought I would share that little hack with you guys. And I think that's it. I will probably have another video with me playing with these, but I don't want this video to be too long. So I'm going to cut it off there. And I will see you guys in a couple days. Bye.